Black Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Hey, do you enjoy the pro wrestling punditry that we've given you on Pilgrim Bond Wrestling? Well, guess what? You can get some extra pro wrestling punditry, as well as a deeper dive into pro wrestling. I'm talking about Pro Wrestling Smoke, a premium podcast on the premium smoke room on the lounge for $4.99 a month. One of 5 podcasts that you get to enjoy, and I'm talking about weekly. So subscribe to the premium smoke room and check out Pro Wrestling Smoke, where me and Billy, we gets it in, and we discuss and debate different topics from the prettiest and the best looking belt of all time to modern wrestling, the territory days, old school, what have you. He's the history, I'm the modern. So subscribe for $4.99 a month to the Premium Smoke Room and check out Pro Wrestling Smoke. Now, smoke that over.
Hello.
How you doing tonight, gorgeous?
Good.
It has been a minute since we had talked. It has been a minute.
Yeah, definitely.
No doubt. So how have your week been so far?
Pretty good. Went to the pool today, got a little sunburn, so now I'm all tired out and stuff.
Oh, poor thing. I swear, man, that sunburn ain't no fucking joke.
Yeah, and I live in Texas, so it's pretty bad.
Man, y'all be having y'all heat is like y'all heat is hot. Like
Yeah.
if it's hot here, I know it's like scorching hot in Texas. I mean, Jesus.
Yes, it's been unbelievably hot lately.
Hell yeah, because I mean, even with my job, I work in laundry, so you can imagine how to get back there. So I had to have the back door open. And the door going into the laundry room open so the air can come back there. And and they too cheap to fix the fucking air condition. So yeah.
No, that's bad.
Oh my goodness. So shoot. So I just know it's just been like a crazy week for me or what have you. Right now in the process of waiting to hear back from this apartment. Rent is ridiculous now, yo.
Oh, yes.
Ridiculous. And it kind of, someone brought up a good point that it's really because the Airbnbs now becoming a thing. That a lot of these apartments are going up because of the fear that people will put their apartment on, the market for Airbnb.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much of a fear that is. All they have to do is put it in their lease agreement that they can't do that, and then you should be fine.
Yeah, but I think they just kind of like, even with here, like a 1-bedroom is now, it used to be like 800, maybe 9 at best. Now them suckers is like 1,200.
Yeah, I know. Even here, we have pretty good cost of living, but it's still too high.
Yeah,
it's too
how
high.
y'all gas out there?
We are at like $4.50 now.
Ooh, shoot. I don't even know the gas. Well, I don't even have a car, so I don't really keep up with the gas, but I'm pretty sure it's high. It's just like, I mean, I get what it would mean with inflation, but sometimes they don't have to put the price up like that. They do that because they want to.
Of course, yeah. Capitalist greed.
Yeah, greed is a motherfucker. So look, let me do these particulars and we can get this thing on the road to give everybody what they want.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone who's trying to start their own podcast career. All you got to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get yourself a profile. I'm your host, wonderful host, Kavanaugh of a Southern Champ. Y'all know what it is, fine all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/pornrapstar. Also, let me tell you about my 3 wonderful sponsors. The first one being lsworld.com. Next up, Eroticism Mag. So go to eroticismmagazine.com, get yourself a subscription. And for you consumers as well as content creators, exxsitebunny.com. 90% profit for you content creators, and for you consumers, a new place for you to consume your Triple X content. You know, we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com and buy products from over 500 Black-owned retailer shops and boutiques. Also, check me out on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com, as well as the BGP LLC app, which you can download on your phone, or you can listen to their radio station in your browser. So with that being said, I'm going to shove and let this legendary lady who has been up here umpteen times and back once again introduce herself.
I am Danica Danali, and that's it.
She is a legend, a pioneer in the business, especially when it comes to the BBW genre, one of the baddest in the game, of course, and everything. And we done talked about everything since you've been on here.
I know.
And you know, and you're one of my favorites to talk to. Because you're gonna keep it real and you're gonna keep it honest. And that's what I like about doing these podcasts, and what I like about when they listen to us talk is that they hear that you ladies are more than just sex, that y'all business women, that y'all are multifaceted. And do you think that like doing podcasts like this, or even, you know, with some of these, you know, conventions like the XBiz and the Exxxotica, do you think the fans get a sense of that sometimes?
It's very possible. I don't know. When we're at conventions and stuff, we're also pretty much on, you know. So they would have to catch us like outside of the conventions, maybe like walking out of the hotel or something to like really catch a glimpse of the real us.
Yeah, because do you think sometimes maybe conventions could do more to kind of? I mean, I understand that they really like, especially in the case of Exxxotica or AVN, their fan base. And of course, we have to keep the facade and the mask of being a celebrity porn star, model, you know, all that good stuff. But do you think they can do more to kind of, you know, humanize us even more, so that the fans will respect the business that we do, you know, period, even more,
right?
Like that of what they do with Hollywood. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think that would be great.
Yeah, because I mean, shoot. Yeah, because it's kind of like, because people don't realize the business that y'all have to do, you know, just to do this business. From finding talent to work with, negotiating work, you know, and pricing for your shoots and stuff like that, or what have you.
Yeah.
So it's like, so when you price your shoots, how do you price them, and what do you take into account with your pricing?
So I really only price the professional ones. Otherwise, I'm just shooting trade content. And the professional ones, I've been working with them so long that it's just kind of set now.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so I don't really have to negotiate too much. But yeah, in the beginning, there was some negotiations.
No doubt. So what's some of the mistakes girls make within negotiations that you have seen? Because you got to tread that thin line of knowing your worth versus what the market gives your worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I would say like one of the worst things you could do is just like take the first offer. You know, they're always going to start low and be like, "This is what we're offering for you to come here," and all this stuff. But you know, you don't want to overshoot either, because they are paying for your flight and they are paying for your hotel, and in some cases they pay for your testing. So you got to kind of factor that in too. But yeah, definitely taking the very first offer.
Yeah, because it's kind of like when girls come in the game, when they come in, should they focus? Because a lot of girls, they're looking for quick money. Let's keep it real. That's why they sometimes jump into this shit. So, and in this day and age, because you can attest to that, there are less companies that doing paid gigs, and it's not just on the BBW side, just in general, period. So it's kind of like when girls come in, should they even worry about trying to gain paid gigs and focus more on their content, or how do they, when they come in, navigate the game?
It really depends on where they want to go. So I think when they first come in, they should really focus on their own content, making that, building it up into, the name they want. And that way, when they do end up getting the paid stuff and, being put on these huge websites with like hundreds of thousands of people that subscribe to those, and they finally get the recognition that they've been working for, all these people have somewhere to go to see the content that they have been building. And so you don't want to, I mean, it's not bad to start out pro. That's what I did. So, but I wasn't in the content creating genre yet. That was not a thing at that moment.
Well, I mean, but when you think about when you came in, it was, think about when you came in, it was a lot that was out there for y'all, because you had Score, you had Rodney, you had, of course, Jeff Models. If you really wanted to go there, I think you came in around the tail end of Evasive Angles and West Coast Productions, the companies that actually went to shoot BBWs in general, period, and to highlight them. So because really a lot of the time the girls really use porn to boost their escorting. A lot of times, especially in the BBW.
Oh yeah, that too, yeah.
Yeah, because they was always taught that regardless of whether you started before you got in porn, once you do porn, now your pricing can go up. Now you can charge more because now you're paying for, a star.
Yeah, that porn star experience. Yep.
Yeah. So and to me, it's kind of like you really didn't need content per se. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep, you didn't.
Yeah, because because even where the game was set up, they didn't tell you. They won't gonna tell you need to do content, because I remember producers when back in 2010 was like, no, tell your girls to put out their own shit because it's gonna dry up out here at some point. But so I kind of knew shit was coming down the pike of what was going to happen, even to the point of even how much girls used to get paid when the BBW genre first started popping. Porn in general to what might be the pay rate now. Period. So, but nah, I tell anybody, if you want to make money, it's content. There's no royalties in this shit.
No, there are no royalties. Yeah, if you want to make money, you got to make the content. It's good to have the professional stuff on your side too.
Yeah.
But that helps put your name out there as well. But yeah, if you want the money, you got to make the content.
I'm so sorry. I'm sitting here smoking. It's a smoker's lounge. I apologize. But also too, you came in professional. So to me, you never stepped below that.
I did a little bit, but not a lot. I had a page on Southern Charms for a little while.
But I'm gonna ask you this: what do you consider below?
Below professional?
Yeah. I mean, is it the way you were shooting? Is it because it was the way you were shooting? Okay, go ahead. Explain.
Well, everything I was shooting before professional was just solo stuff and just on this little crappy digital camera. And very bad lighting,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Super amateur stuff.
Yeah. But see, I mean, I ain't gonna front, but we used to do amateur shit just for a change of pace. Just to, versus it became the norm. You know what I'm saying? Because even with me, like my POVs, I made it purposely amateurish because I wanted to give that fan like that in the room experience, even with the camera, period. So it's kind of like how the game even changed. What was the norm, which was the quality that we was accustomed to, kind of fell to the wayside. Yeah. No, period. I mean, don't get it twisted. There's still great quality out there. I mean, you're the perfect example. I mean, let's keep it 100. But it's kind of like with you make it a point to stay to that level. You feel me?
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. But here's the question. Why?
Why do I stay at that level?
Yes, ma'am.
For me, I really feel like it's just because that's the level I started at, and that's where I want to keep it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do less, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of, I mean, it's as you advance in this game, when they see you advance, they want to see you at that level for the most part. Because it's kind of like I tell anybody, you don't want to kill the fantasy. Once you kill the fantasy, you lose your fan base quick.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why it's important with your brand. And that's why I tell females, never feel sorry for making a decision for your brand, whether it's a male talent that you might turn away because he doesn't fit your brand. It is okay to say that, period. Do you think females should be more open and willing to say no to a talent if he doesn't fit the brand versus I'm just going to just do it because I don't want to hurt his feelings or everybody else shoot with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Speak to that.
Yeah, definitely. We should always be willing to say no. I've turned down a lot of guys. A lot of them who I just didn't feel would really fit in. It wouldn't work out. And so, yeah, definitely, you can't just, if it's not going to potentially make you the money and it's not going to make sense, then don't do it.
Yeah.
And I've also been turned down. A lot of guys have been like, sorry, I just don't feel like it fits in with my whole brand or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, that's cool. You're probably right.
So,
I don't know.
So it's a lot of people don't know how to handle the nose.
Oh, I know.
And it's ridiculous because especially on the man side.
I know, they get so mean.
Yeah.
I've had so many turn around and be like, you're fat and ugly anyway. Okay.
I was so fat and ugly that you hit me up in
I
my
know.
DM to shoot with me. But I'm fat and ugly. I said no. But see, no, but they don't realize that sometimes don't burn a bridge you ain't willing to cross it again.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Yeah, because even with me, even if a girl said no at that time, I might catch her at a time where she might say yeah.
I have a perfect example of that. There was a guy who contacted me 3 years ago, maybe, and before the pandemic, and was asking about shooting and stuff. And I said no at the time. I was like, no, I don't really think it's going to do a lot for me. It's not going to really help me move forward. He's like, okay, that's cool. Fast forward now, that guy was Finney of Booby University. And now we have done so much work together, and he is one of my absolute best friends and favorite guys in the industry.
Finney is working on AVN award nomination.
Oh my God, yes.
He's working on that shit strong, yo. It's just crazy to see the maturation of him within a short period of time.
I know.
It's kind of
it's been great. Yeah.
You don't get it twisted because I remember your first year coming out. It was like I was just seeing you pop up.
I didn't know what I was doing.
I mean,
that first year.
Yeah, but it's kind of like it was a trial by error.
Oh yeah, definitely.
To be honest with you, because there was no podcast to tell you how, like my podcast to tell you how to get into business. You get to talk to Danali, who can fucking tell you how to get in the goddamn business and how to contact and get the opportunity to shoot. You know what I'm saying? We had to find out, but we also had to talk to other people. I remember working the Dame Streets, Kev Cash, Fashion, who used to do black market and all that, and used to shoot for Pinky back in the day. And that's how I learned how to shoot and learned the business per se, what have you? What's some of the people that kind of along the way gave you some knowledge to help you in along the way in this business?
Oh gosh, there's just so many. Let's see.
There's one
Way
that stick
back,
out in the mind. There's one that
yeah,
stick out.
yeah. Way back in the very beginning, Angela White helped me.
Damn, that's a name right there.
Yeah, we followed each other on Facebook, and
Mhm.
it was right when I got the opportunity to shoot with Score. I had posted all over Facebook, and I was so excited. And she's like, "Oh my God, that's great! I shot with them too. They were my first one," and all this stuff. And so we were pretty good friends back then. I don't really know what happened. We fell out somehow. Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
that is what's
Facebook
crazy
pages
about the
get
business
deleted.
too.
So.
Yeah,
What?
it's easy. That's what's crazy about the business. It's easy to fall out with somebody. And
Yeah, and
something and
I mean, I don't think anything bad happened. I think honestly, like I had Facebook pages deleted like within
yeah.
days of opening them back then, and so I just lost a lot of people who I
Well,
just never found again.
I'm just saying, 'cause I remember times I shoot with somebody, and I don't never hear from them or see them again. I don't even know if they even still breathing on the earth.
I
You
know.
know, it's
Yep.
crazy. That's when all these damn rule changes came. It's like, do y'all take into account the motherfucker that been in for over a decade? I'm like, do you think we just have their phone number? Like, you know something? You know, I ain't shot with you in about 15 years, but you know, hey, can you send me a picture of you holding your ID?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know, period. Oh my goodness. So now let's get to let's see here. Did you go to XBiz?
No.
Okay
I
then.
was
So
in Miami Beach during XBiz, but I was working. I didn't get to go.
oh my God. Okay, what was you wait a second. So it's funny. She was in the vicinity of XBiz, but what was actually there because she was working. So you was working with.
Score. I was working with Score.
You were just going Score's favorite.
I don't know about
Do they
that.
still got the
I get
print
to
mag?
see
Do
it.
they still got the print mag? Or everything digital now?
I have no idea. Oh, the magazine. I think it is. Yeah, I think it's in print. I'm pretty sure.
Cause I'm sorry, I used to get one every month. Everybody. It was Score and Black Tails Mag. They were the two mags I always got. But anyway, but go ahead.
Yeah,
Tell us about
I
your shoot with Score.
think yeah, I think they still print. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't, but I think they do.
Hmm.
But yeah, with Score, so I was in Miami Beach for like 3 days, I think. And so two of
Hmm.
those days I shot with Score and did a bunch of work with them. And then the third day I was finally able to link up with a male talent that I had been trying desperately to shoot with since 2020, but he's European, so he doesn't live here.
Oh
Nearly
God, you
impossible.
got some European flavor. Go ahead, shout them out. Shoot, go ahead, shoot them
Yeah,
out.
Prince Jean-Claude.
Ooh.
He's won XBiz and he's won a bunch of mini-vid little awards and stuff. So
Oh my God! See, she popping in Europe, people. She internationally now. So what was I mean? It was like mostly just boy girl stuff.
uh-huh.
What solo a boy girl? So
Yeah,
do they even do solo
it
with
was
you
equal
anymore?
amount. Say that again?
Do they even do solo with you anymore?
Yes. So
Oh, so
when I go there it's one boy girl and then one solo each day.
so that don't even change. Mm,
There was no change now.
yeah. See, that's interesting because people don't realize as much as people think it's progressive, they still the business is conservative. They're gonna stick to the formula that works for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hands down. So, and I'm pretty sure you appeared in the magazine. So,
I think
um,
so. They took a lot of pictures, so I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised.
No, I'm talking about in the past. Come on, I know you
Oh,
had been
in
in
the
the magazine
past,
in the
yeah.
past.
I'm in
Yeah.
lots of
So,
their magazines, yeah.
okay. So, tell me about the first time you saw yourself in a Score magazine.
Um, I don't know. It was surreal. I was like, oh my God, I'm in a magazine. Like, this is crazy.
because people don't realize their print went all over the world.
Yeah,
It just
and we still have to shoot. You're like when we do our pictures, we do a bunch of pictures before we do the actual video scene, and we do regular pictures, and then we do UK pictures, which are a lot more censored.
Oh yes. See, that's the other thing that people don't talk about is that because I was explaining to somebody about when it came to these content sites. And I told people, no, you need to have a clips for sale, even though clips for sale changed up, because clips for sale is the most accepted one across the world. Because people don't realize that in certain countries, there's certain things you can show and you can't show.
Right.
Period. Like there's some countries where you can't show penetration.
Yeah, that's what we do in our pictures. You cannot show any penetration, and you cannot show the penis.
Yes.
So we gotta hide it.
Yeah, so it's lucky for us that we don't have to think about it so much. Because I know Score he drive them nuts because it's like sometimes especially when some of them things change too. Because I know like I think in India, I could be wrong, but India like you couldn't even show BJ.
Oh wow.
You just
well, I know some of the Asian porn too. Like they pixelate the dicks.
it's kind of crazy. It's like, but see, that's but that's a lot of stuff that people don't really have to worry about over here to take account or even think about. Because I even thought about how much profit that I lost when DVDs became not a thing anymore. Because I tell people the serious business, 75% of my profit was gone. Yeah. When DVDs went away, especially when Clips for Sale shut down DVDs.
Yeah. When I had my booth in Chicago, I took a poll on my OnlyFans, and I was asking people like, would you rather buy a CD of like a bunch of scenes, or would you rather buy like a thumb drive of a bunch of scenes? And they're like, yeah, thumb drive. So
it's kind of like they
CDs are just out. DVDs are out.
Oh yeah, because it's kind of like, cause even to the point that like if I ever had a booth, I would have had a thumb drive of my shit. Period. And it just seems like they don't want the memorabilia shit or whatever. Now I remember it was still popping in UK for a minute. When it shut down, when it kind of slowed down over here. But it's just crazy. People don't realize that's part of the reason why so many companies died out so fast. Because they were dependent upon DVDs.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God. It was like, I remember when Black Ice shut down, Heat Wave shut down. I was like, and even TT Boy, he tried to, basically, I remember they tried to stick around because he turned the shit to a membership. But I wonder why they couldn't make the switch. What was so hard?
I don't know. Maybe trying to just get the websites up and running. You have to hire so many people to do so many things, and then trying to get CC bill all set up, or like some kind of credit card stuff. It's a lot of work, I'm sure.
But I mean, they got the Mondays. I mean, seriously, if you want to be honest, because think about it. You can contest to this, even to this sense. Ladies did less and made a shitload of money, even on the content side. It used to be a time where you can shoot twice a month. You good for like 3 to 4, 5 months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Period. You ain't had to shoot as heavy. Period. Some people only shot during convention time or AVN time, and they ate for a year.
Ooh, I know. Yeah.
People just don't understand. Yeah, I used to shoot once a month and ate good.
Yes.
Ate good. You know what I'm saying? Now you better be shooting about 7 times a week.
Oh my God.
You better add webcam into it.
Oh God.
You might want to do a meet and greet or two. It's kind of like that now. But seriously, people don't realize how much money was made when the DVD era was in. Because when you had a DVD, you made money. Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Even if you went to the conventions and you had like the score DVDs or what have you, and you sold them at your booth, because some of the girls you do that shit, they made money.
Oh
Even
yeah.
at the FBNs and shit, you know. So that's why I said people don't realize when I talk old school, trust me. Speaking about conventions, tell me, of course, you said you went to Exxxotica. Tell me about Exxxotica.
Yeah, it was great. It's the first time I had a booth of my own.
Ooh.
Um, I didn't like it.
Why you didn't like having your own booth? Now, you had a booth, or was it? Okay, I'm gonna ask you this: was it the work of the booth that you didn't like, or just having a booth?
It was everything combined. So there's definitely a lot of work to having your own booth. You have to set everything up every day, take it all down, traveling with all of it. I still haven't gotten my banner back yet. I had a
Shit.
friend I had a friend in Chicago and he helped me take care of a lot of stuff. I for sure would not be able to do it by myself.
Mm.
Um, but it wasn't really the work part for me. It was sitting still. I cannot
Yeah.
sit at one booth for 10 hours.
Um.
I just wanted to like run around and scream. Like it was so awful. I don't know how people do that. I only
It's
left twice and I felt really bad because both times I came back and people were waiting for me to come back. And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I had to leave. I'm sorry."
yeah, it's a lot when you have like your own booth, because it's like, one, not only you talking about the booth, the table, the setup, also the memorabilia that you got to have,
Mhm.
flyers and shit like that, or if you want to
Yeah.
have DVDs or thumb drives or what have you. Um, because and then also pictures, like, I
Yeah.
mean, did they allow y'all to charge for pictures? Well, of course, I'm pretty sure of it. How did you
Yeah.
price your pictures?
So like I only brought 5x7s. I didn't bring any really big ones, but my five
Uh,
by sevens were $10 each and I would
mhm,
sign them.
mhm.
And then I also did selfies for $5 each. So
Oh my God! Some of them girls be having a million. A topless one is this much. Want me in the thong this much. I mean, like, and they be getting it though. I ain't gonna front, because it's like, and two, if you have a booth or at a booth, they allow you to make money in there.
oh yes, for sure.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I
yeah.
don't think anybody would buy a booth if you couldn't like sell your stuff.
Oh no, no. But I mean, I'm talking about just like anybody just walking around couldn't just sell their shit in
No.
there or what have you. You
I
might
mean,
get
they
booted.
could they could try. I mean, because at some point, so my biggest selling item, I guess you could call it, was a motorboat. I was selling motorboats. So, and at one point I did walk around with a sign that was like
Hmm.
motorboats $10. So I can see how some people could get away with doing that without having a booth, but
Yeah.
other things like pictures and stuff, selfies,
Hmm.
sure, with people, but otherwise, other things would be more difficult.
Yeah. So now you also, I'm pretty sure, did some shoots while you was in Chicago or what have you. So before we get to the shoots, how did you balance doing shooting content and also running this booth? Because, like I
I
said, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't actually. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, I did not make any content while I was there at all because I didn't want, I wanted my entire focus to be on the booth and the experience of having the booth and everything.
Hmm.
And it was just, it really was a lot of work. And I'm glad I went that route because I would not have been able to handle doing a
Hmm.
bunch of shoots because you have to get to
Hmm.
the convention an hour before.
You
And
got to.
yeah, so I wouldn't have been able to handle all that. I'm glad I didn't
Yeah. But
try to
see,
do too much.
also with having a booth, it gives you a certain look. It's
Hmm.
also, it says that you have arrived. That you're, because not everybody can get a booth, and not everybody can have a booth.
Yeah,
You know, so it's, and also it makes the fans look at you in a different light.
a little bit. Yeah, it does.
I'm pretty sure you noticed that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm
Definitely.
pretty sure you got a booth. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, since you did do any content, like, did you attend like any of like? Because I mean, I don't know necessarily what the booth. When you get a booth, what comes with it, so people can understand.
Okay, so when you get the booth, so I got 2 VIP passes. So I had one for myself and one for my helper. And
Okay.
then I can get 6-day passes. So I mostly handed those out to other talent who needed to get in for whatever reason they didn't have any sponsorship.
Yeah.
But so you could do that. You can also, there's nothing saying like you can't raffle off the tickets, so you could do that kind of stuff and make your money before you even get to Exxxotica.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also what came in, you mean like furniture and stuff in the booth?
Yeah.
Okay. So there was one table, I didn't realize I was supposed to get a tall table, like counter height,
Yeah.
and I had a regular table. And then you get 2 chairs, and that's pretty much it. So they're already curtained off. So you already have your like 10 by 10 space, and all the curtains are there, and then you get a sign on the back that says your name.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And that's it, I believe.
Because because now I'm gonna ask you this: is now when you get a booth, does it mean that you are considered a sponsor? Does it allow you to get into, let's say, certain events that the talent don't
Oh,
normally be able to walk into?
yes. So with the VIP badge, that gives you access to all of the official after parties. You can just walk in. Um and then also I forgot to mention that when you buy a booth, you're put in all their announcements and their printed papers and on their maps and everything. So, like people know you're coming and they can find you. Um so yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, the whole thing of when you get a booth is that they treat you as a business owner,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and that's facts. So
And
that
like
means
you
you can
you
get.
have to have a booth of some sort to be able to get in like this meet and greet party that's at the very like the day before it starts and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, and them parties, they're where the power brokers be at. They're where
Hmm.
some of them CEOs be at. Let's keep it 100. So it gives you opportunity to chit chat.
Hmm.
You talk, you might run into the head of bad dragon up in that motherfucker
Right?
and Danica Danali pussy. So, pretty which I'm gonna tell you what's funny. It's like, do they ever make like a toy where the dude can titty fuck?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have that.
Cause I always wondered because they always have like the dick pump and the
Yeah.
flashlight. I would not
And
the
I know they have
flashlight.
like, you can make molds of your pussy and molds of your dick and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I also know that they have like torso toys out there. So it's like a whole torso is attached to the dick.
So
So I'm
so so
pretty
so
sure they have a female version where they have like big titties that you could fuck.
so when we gonna get this? So when we gonna have the Denali pussy?
I know, right? That would be amazing. If anybody ever asked me that, like any company, I'd be like, yes, let's do it.
Yeah, because I'm like, um, because I wonder how it would if they did their own. Because I guess you had to talk to manufacturers like a motherfucker.
Probably, yeah, I'm
Unless
sure.
yeah, because I remember I talked to Thor and he
Hmm.
he has a bunch of tail toes to sell. I said
Yes.
I said you're gonna have people around the world fucking you. But no,
Yeah.
but I think that's a bag that a lot of porn stars should be able to get into. I mean, because I'm very like even with me, if I was like within the party, I would even discuss like them being sponsored on the the podcast will have it. Because that's the one thing about being in a room like that is that when you hear the true inside of the business and how it works and how it ticks. What's some of the things that you learned being within that room?
Being in what room?
Being within the room amongst the elite. Because you had a booth. You had a booth. You
at the meet and greet, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't really learn anything. It was just like a pre-party beforehand. Yeah. I got to meet people, but it wasn't like any kind of business meetings or anything.
But I mean, but even to the point that you was in the room, it still put you in the spotlight to, okay, we need to watch her. Because it's you not everybody was in that room. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when you spend money, because you got to spend money to get the booth, it changed the perspective of how people look at you.
Right. Because now you're serious about your business.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, it's people don't realize sometimes the aesthetic can lead to more money. Mm-hmm. Just the look of like, oh, okay, she got a booth. Okay, maybe we need to book her for more shoots.
Right. Definitely.
Maybe not in America, but like, you know something, we might need to use Danica Danali. She had a booth. You saw how many people was over there.
And then also like another perk of having your own booth is that all these podcasts walk around and they interview all the booth people. And so if you don't have a booth, you might get lucky and be interviewed by them, but for the most part, they just want to walk around and interview everybody with a booth. So that's also more exposure. So that's a good thing to have too.
Yeah. Most definitely. So I mean, how did it feel to have so many fans just wanting to get motorboated?
It was fun. So like I had this spinning wheel and you had to pay $5 to spin it. And every time it spun, people were always like, motorboat, motorboat. Like they're like, willing it to stop on motorboat. And after that, I was like, wow, okay, people really like that one. So I ended up making a sign that like they could do that. They could either spin the wheel for $5 and maybe have it land on motorboat, or they could just pay me 10 and do a motorboat. So
but no, that's an inventive way of doing that, though. That's an inventive way, because it's kind of like coming up with a way for people to come to your booth if they don't know you.
Yeah, yeah.
And how did you come up with that idea? What made you think of that?
I don't know. I was thinking about a lot of things. I'm like, what the hell am I going to put on this spinning wheel? Like, I had no clue, and I could only come up with like 5 or 6 things. And then I started thinking of other things, and I was like, oh my God, I could do a motorboat. Like, I could do a spanking. Like, I could actually have physical prizes that they could win. That's not like a keychain or a picture. Yeah. So I was like, I could do that there. And it's funny because I kept emailing the the lady in charge, and I'm like, can I do this? Can I do this? And like when she finally met me, she was like, hey, you're Danica. I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you have any questions? Like, no, I think we covered that. It was like 2 or 3 times a week I was emailing her something.
I'm saying, because I mean, because of course the fans want to interact. Part of that is touching to a certain extent.
Definitely.
And everything. And how was the security in there?
Pretty good, I guess. I didn't really need security this time, so that was good.
She said this time, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had to have security last year in New Jersey.
Oh my goodness.
I know. People are crazy.
Tell me about it. But I mean, damn, I didn't realize you had a booth. I was like, oh shit. So yeah, I see why you need to shoot. I can imagine all it takes to run a booth, believe me, just to prep going into it, and then each day. And so did you of course you did all 3 days, right?
Yep.
Definitely. Oh my goodness. So now are you planning to do the booth again?
Possibly. So I don't think I'm going to do it again in Chicago, but I definitely want to try New Jersey and DC.
Mm-hmm.
So probably not this year, but maybe next year I'll do New Jersey.
Yeah. But shoot, I mean, it's good to get the experience to give you an idea of how to work it or what have
Yes.
you. I mean, I
And then
was like,
probably the best one out of the three, I will probably continue to do. So we'll
yeah,
see.
see,
I can't just stop now just because I didn't like Chicago with a booth. It could be totally
yeah,
different at different locations.
yeah. But I mean, it's kind of like with a booth, you miss it like this. The fun part is walking around that son of a bitch. So
Yeah.
when you got a
Walking
booth,
around,
you
seeing
can't
all your
walk around. Yeah,
friends.
yeah, like
Exactly.
hey, you know what I'm saying? And you got to be at that booth. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
it's kind of like that's why even with me, like if I ever did a booth, now I'm gonna have 2 or 3 other people at the booth with me. I'm like, no, you gotta see at the booth. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Look, I'll be back. I'll be right back. Yo, I'll be right back. Y'all go ahead and handle your shit at the booth. Yeah, whatever.
Yes.
Period. Because it's kind of like when you're doing it yourself, like I said, you can't walk around. You
Right.
can't go
Yeah,
get a
you
drink,
can't. Right. Exactly.
especially
'Cause
if
then,
your
'cause then
booth
you
is
feel
popping.
bad. You feel
Yeah.
bad because you come back and like these people are standing there just waiting for you to return. And I'm like, ah, shit, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, they just got it looking like, damn, where the hell were you?
I know.
I
I'm like,
just went to take a piss. Damn it!
Nobody
I
came for
just
10 minutes. I just decided to leave. I'm sorry.
I wanted to just give you this money so I could just motorboat.
I was walking around with the sign trying to entice people to motorboat.
Well, I think, well, nah, if you do it in New Jersey, you probably gonna be, yeah, your tit's gonna be motorboated.
Good,
Cause
because I'm bringing that sign with me. I'm gonna print a big sticker and put it on my chest.
I tell anybody, if you want to experience this, I to go to New Jersey. It sounds funny because you think Miami's like that or whatever. No, New
No,
Jersey.
Miami's not the best one.
Oh my
I
goodness,
went
no.
back and forth on whether I was going to Miami, but like I don't know, the universe came together and I got a free flight and I'm staying at a free Airbnb, so I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to Miami.
Oh man. Like I said, I mean New Jersey. I went to both Miami back in the day and New Jersey more recently, 2019, and I had more fun with New Jersey. And I didn't even hardly
Yes.
do as much. Well, not, but see, with New Jersey, it was I was actually there to shoot. Miami, I was just spectating. But it was just the energy in New Jersey is way different than Miami. Miami, it was just like bleh.
Yeah,
It was just like,
definitely. So I'm not even gonna really go to the expo very much in Miami, so I haven't even announced that I'm gonna be there. I'm just basically going just to shoot a whole bunch of content with whoever I can manage to find there who's available because it is all last minute for me. So
so I mean, so how do you pace yourself with your shoots so that you know what I'm saying you don't wear yourself out or shoot too
yeah,
much? Um,
um, I definitely don't do anything super early because you gotta be ready for it.
yeah.
um, Eat a good breakfast. But
Mhm.
I can probably do 3 a day, but then I'd have to do like 2 the next day. I wouldn't be able to do like 3 every day in a row.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, because that's the most important thing. Because you can, even as a male talent, you might luck up and somebody might background somebody, or
Mm-hmm.
in some cases, I remember AVN motherfucker get stuck out there an extra day because it snowed in New York,
Yeah.
and and because of that, and your connecting flight might be in New York, so you stranded. You don't even live in New York,
Yeah.
so you might catch a little extra days, or whatever. Being able to be fresh for the shoots, each of the shoots, so
Yeah.
that especially when it comes to women, because y'all cooch take a little bit more, pay more of a toll than
Yes.
our dicks do.
Yes. Lots and lots of peroxide and ice and anti-inflammatories. Lots of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I tell people it's not as easy as you think. It's not as easy
Mm-mm.
as you think.
No.
So once again, another great show. I love talking to you, Miss Lady. That's why I always love bringing you back. So we always chop it up. Next time I want to see one day if I can get your face on camera. Get
Okay.
you in the smoke room. Everything with you. There's people soon to be 6 premium podcasts, all for $4.99 a month. Each of them dropping weekly, and very soon it'll be exclusively video. So that means the only way you see video will be on Spotify or Anchor. Subscribe today to the Premium Smoke Room. You know what it is. We get a little bit more nastier, dirtier, more candid, and more honest, and more real in the Premium Smoke Room. So, and she done been in the Premium Smoke Room, so y'all go ahead and subscribe. She got a bunch of episodes, dropping some knowledge and keeping it real too, because that's what I love about you. You ain't scared to keep it real. So with that being said, tell everybody where they can spend money on you, Mom.
You can find everything at danicasboobs.com. That takes you to my links page.
No doubt. So what you got coming up anyway before we get up out of here?
I really do not. Oh no, I'm lying. Okay. The beginning of July, so the 1st through the 3rd, I am going to be attending this huge all-girl content party in Houston here. I'm probably not shooting a whole bunch of girl content, but there's going to be so many pictures. We have photographers there, and it's at a huge Airbnb. There'll be a pool, all kinds of stuff. So that'll be fun. It's a 3-day event, so I'll be there all 3 days.
Nice.
And then after that, I don't have anything until Exxxotica Miami.
Most definitely. So, yeah. So, other words, y'all definitely be on the lookout for her. Exxxotica Miami. She'll probably be back on the show well before then. I'm pretty sure. So, with that being said, people. You know how we end this all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? If you didn't learn anything, smoke this over. Thank you for coming back to the lounge, baby girl. I can't wait to bring you back.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
No lie, this is the best dispensary in Oakland. They have a wide range of flower and eighth starting as low as $15.
Have a Heart is the premier recreational cannabis dispensary in Oakland. They carry only the best California-produced flower, cartridges, pre-rolls, and more. If you need help ordering, their dispensary staff is extensively trained to answer any and all questions you may have and help you find the best weed products specifically for you. They have great in-store options as well as in-store pickup where you order online and skip the line. They deliver cannabis to Oakland, Emeryville, Berkeley, San Leandro, and Alameda. They're located at 709 Broadway in Oakland, 94607. Monday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Great shop, great selection, great prices, great people, great vibes.